Hello and welcome to Soulful Yin Yoga. My name is Annie and I'm the creator of Soulful Yin Yoga Method, the only teacher training that helps you connect with your emotions through Yin Yoga in Chinese meridians. So Yin Yoga is a really powerful practice that can help us to reflect our inner landscape. This class is about helping us through Soulful Yin Yoga and Qigong to help us release any stagnant energy, anger, frustration, and irritation. So I hope that you will enjoy this class, and if you do, please subscribe to the channel and I'll make sure to offer more and more free Yin Yoga classes for you. So when you're ready, let's come onto our mat and let's place our hands over our knees and roll our shoulders back. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and exhale through our mouth. The next inhale, think of something that you truly want to let go of and is no longer serving you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale that thing you have put in your mind. And let's do one more. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Slowly opening your eyes. Let's come to standing. We're going to start with a tapping exercise. Qi or energy can be moved in three ways. It can be moved by thought, by movement, and by touch. So by tapping our liver and gallbladder meridians, it helps us to start moving the stagnant energy. And in liver and gallbladder, that is resonating with anger, frustration, and impatience. So inside the legs, we're going to start with the inner arches. Start by tapping the inside of your thighs. And then to kind of hip level, and then let's tap back all the way down. Come on up. And let's tap all the way down. That is for the liver meridian. Next, you're going to tap the side of your head. We're going to start by kind of pulling the side of your head, like shampooing your hair. This is the gallbladder meridian. Let's tap the side of the neck, side of the body. Use your fist for the outer hips, the IT band. And then flatten your palms again. Wherever there's kind of thicker flesh, we can use our fist, side of the body. And use your fingertips for more the thinner parts of our body. Let's do it one more time. The gallbladder is the yang organ with the liver. Liver is yin. And the two together, when we harmonize it, we return back to patience and compassion. Let's coming into standing. And we're going to slowly tuck your chin. And then rolling your vertebra one at a time down to dangling. If you have hyperextended knees, keep your knees bent. Creating hollowness in your upper chest. And then until you kind of reach a limit in the hollowness of your torso, then just simply relax. If you need support, you can either put your hands on your shins, on the block, or simply fingertips on the floor. This provides us a change of perspective, stimulating the hamstrings and lower back. So there are two reasons to move in yin. After holding the posture for some time, the body's going to open up. You can use it as an invitation to deepen into the pose. On the other hand, if you feel like you might experience injuries, then either lean away from your physical edge or completely escape. Now gently place your fingertips onto the floor and widen your stance slightly. Turn your toes 45 degrees out. And then when you come into yogic squat. In yogic squat, we can open the palms, allowing the palms to face upward, and then slowly bow forward. Yogic squat not only opens our pelvic floor and lower back, it also stimulates the liver meridian in the inside of our legs. As you reach your palms out, turning them to the sky, think of consciously letting go of the things that have triggered you, may have caused you frustration, impatience, or any sort of stress. Now when you're ready, slowly come up. Place one hand behind you. We're going to take a rest, extending your legs long, and then lying down on your back. And then gradually deepen your breath. Let's roll to the side and come to all fours. So coming to all fours, make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Let's do a few cat and cows. Let's lift your chest up. And then let's exhale, curl the spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, gently bring your chest down towards the floor and look up. And then exhale, curl your spine. Coming back into neutral, we're going to slide the right knee to the right wrist. And then extend the back leg long. Bring the right heels to the left hip. Now, the more you dial your right foot forward, the more intense the pose is going to be. And if you find yourself unable to balance in this position, then you can slide a bolster or a block under your hip. So coming to your swan position, place your fingertips to the side, and we are gonna stay upright for a moment. So in swan position, this is a back bend that helps you to open our heart. And you also feel an opening in your inner thighs and the left hip flexor. Often when we feel frustrated, we contract into our heart space, and that disempowers us to make more conscious, more positive choices in life. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose, stay in your swan. And then deep breath out through your nose. And deepen your breath to stimulate the rest and digest nervous system to calm ourselves. Inhale. And exhale. Now gently let's melt down into your sleeping swan. You can bring your forearms onto the ground and stay here if that's where you're at in your practice. Or you can melt further down. If you like to put a pillow under your head, you can also do that. So in sleeping swan, we take the back bend out and focusing in the outer hip stimulation. Here I want to share a story with you, and it's about a boy and his hot temper. So there is a boy. He loses his temper easily and he gets mad often. One day his dad gave him a handful of nails and a hammer. He said to the boy, "Every time you feel angry, I want you to go to the backyard and put a nail into the fence." So the boy follows. The first day, he put in 40 nails. And the second day, the same. And as the days go on, the nails start to decrease more and more. Why? Because the boy realizes that it is easier to control his temper than to put the nails in the fence. And one day, he was so proud, he ran to his dad and told his father that today I didn't put any nails in the fence. The dad looked at his son, smiling, and said to him, "Good job, son. Now I want you to remove a nail for every day that you did not lose your temper." So the boy follows. And weeks have gone by until the day that the son has pulled all the nails off the fence. And of course, he went to show his father. And his dad took the son to the fence and said to him, "Son, amazing job that you haven't lost your temper for so many days. But now I want you to look at the fence. And you see all the holes and damage that you have made. Just like our anger. In the heat of the moment, when we say something because we're angry, even if we have apologized afterwards, or we have stopped doing the act afterwards, there will still be marks, there will still be wounds. So it is easier and better for us to control our anger and release it in a more healthy way than to lash it out and release onto others. I love this story because it reminds us that anger is a very normal human emotion. But how we release our anger is how we preserve our relationship with our loved ones and how we stay harmonious in the world. Now gently, let's come all the way up and then bring the back leg forward. Sway our knees side by side. Now before we lie down to rest, I'm going to offer you an acupressure point. This is liver 3. So if you look at your big toes and second toe, where the two toes meet, yeah, kind of you run your hands up the web, yeah, where the two toes meet, there's going to be a depression. And press down on liver 3, and that helps to remove and release our anger or frustration, or just any sort of energy that's been building up and you want to release. So it's on the top of the metatarsal where your big toe and second toe meet. And then release the acupressure point, just give it a little flick. Think of all that negative energy, it's already gone, you flick it off, and let's lie down. Come into your resting position. Now gently, let's roll to the side to come back up. And we'll make our way to the second side. So coming back into all fours, let's prepare for Swan. This time, let's slide the left knee to the left wrist, extend the back leg long, and then walk the left foot to the right hip. Walk the back leg back, and again, as a reminder, the more you bring your front leg forward, the more intense the posture is going to be. You can slide a block under the left sitting bone to balance. Bring your fingertips in front of you and roll your shoulders back. Lift into your sternum and look up. This posture reminds us that in the face of challenge, we can always choose to remain calm and at peace. Anger doesn't change others' heart. It changes ours. Preserve your inner calmness by maintaining your seat of consciousness. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Now let's melt into sleeping swan. And again, if you want an upper body support, you can slide a bolster underneath your shoulders. And then slowly Come all the way up. Lean to the left side and bring your right foot forward. And gently lie to your back. And let's take a final Shavasana. Bring your feet hips width apart, palms facing up. Imagine your body getting heavier and heavier. Begin to relax your feet and ankles. Soften your shins and your knees. Relax your thighs and your pelvis. Your belly and chest are sinking to the ground, but your heart remains light. Relax your lower back, mid back, and upper back. Soften your palms and fingers. Relax your forearms and elbows. Soften the upper arm and shoulders. Your neck and your head are relaxed. Soften your face and your tongue. Bring your mind to the temple of your soul, the right side of your heart, size of a thumb, your spiritual heart. Repeat the mantra. I choose to remain with calmness and peace. I choose to remain in calmness and peace. I choose to remain in calmness and peace. And deepen your breath. Let's reach our arms up and stretch. Let's roll to the side, the fetal position. And let's bring ourselves back into a seated position. To close our practice, let's bring one hand and then the other hand on top to the base of your sternum. This is an acupressure point at the base of your sternum called conception vessel 17. This point is called Sea of Tranquility, and when we press it gently, it helps us to bring on a sense of tranquility and calmness. So close our eyes. Bring our intention to this point here. And may your heart remain peaceful and happy. Bring your hands into your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.